Episode of the Everblack podcast is brought to you by Deathwish, Hotrods and Kustoms. Check out their Instagram for all their new t-shirts, caps, beanies, cups, and the all-new Atomic Death lineup. How you going, guys? All right?
Well, how are you?
Yeah, good for a Monday.
I've actually been harassing your photographer, JD, all week.
Have you?
Yeah.
Mate, he was so damn excited. Like,
his pictures were great.
Yeah. Yeah, he did a good job. I'm going to keep this in just so he sees that.
Oh, you should. He's a good dude.
Yeah, he is. He is a really good dude. And he was so stoked. Like, those shows were just incredible. So, yeah. How are you guys feeling? You recovered from the weekend?
Barely. We were just talking about it all day. Yeah, but we're fine.
Where are you?
Melbourne. Yeah.
Oh, cool. Sorry, I cut you off. I think we've got a bit of a delay here.
I just caught that. Luckily, we're back now, though.
Anyway, JT, Jesse, thanks for joining us on the show. I appreciate you hanging out on a Monday, Arvo, on tour.
Of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks
awesome.
for having us.
No worries. Well,
I'm glad you picked the off day. It's all good.
The off day, yeah, not like yesterday, hungover day.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Sunday.
It was my birthday. It was my birthday yesterday.
Oh, happy birthday, bro. How was it?
Well, technically it's still my birthday in the US, but yesterday was our celebrated day.
Stretching it out.
Yeah.
What did these boys get you?
I didn't ask for anything and I didn't expect anything, but I did get a very, very sweet birthday card from the tour, and I really cherish that card already.
Awesome.
I'm not a sentimental person. I don't keep a lot of things. The only thing I really keep are like tour posters, but I do have one keepsake box. It's a shoe box, and I have kept years of my favorite birthday cards, so that will definitely go in the box.
Excellent. What was in the card?
Yeah.
What did the boys put in the card?
Just cheeky comments from everybody on the tour, little like drawings and nicknames and whatnot. Just pleasant things.
Oh, that's good.
Just made me feel special. It was nice. It was unexpected.
So no one was drawing nasty things in there. Sorry, I keep cutting you off.
No.
Everything was G-rated.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Yeah.
I actually didn't look that closely, but I mean, of course, that's not true.
No, it was fine. Yeah, it wasn't. There wasn't like, yeah. In the scheme of things, very, very family friendly.
Mate, I always get that one card every year by that. There's always that one certain mate that'll just draw dicks on everything, and they go, there you go.
It wasn't like that. No. I wouldn't have been too surprised, but it wasn't like that.
Yeah. I don't know if any of us would go that route. Actually, I wrote live, laugh, goblin.
Goblin.
Live, laugh, goblin. Yeah, we go goblin mode and just act crazy. Just have late at night you get a little delirious and you just start jumping on things and making loud bird noises. Call it goblin mode.
I love it. Like Necrogoblicon. You guys have got
sure.
I wish we were like Necrogoblicon. That sounds fun.
I do love those guys. I do. They're like one of my favorite bands. But of course, I mean, how's the whole tour been so far? I mean, you've extended it. You've been, hanging about Australia for over a week now. What's going on? How's it? How are you enjoying it?
Lots of different food. Lots of coffee, lots of flat whites, some touristy things. We went to the Brisbane Animal Reserve where we saw the koalas and the Tasmanian devils and the wallabies and kangaroos. It was a good time.
Yeah, it's been fun. Yeah, Australia's great. It's an easy. It's pretty easy for us to acclimate. When we're here, I feel like you guys probably hear this so much, but it does resemble Canada in a lot of ways, like aside from the accents, obviously. Yeah, and not even in like the way it like looks and stuff, but just like the way it feels. Like like the service stations, like you guys have a lot of the same candy and stuff.
Really?
Service stations, yeah, like Mars bars and Crunchies. We don't have those in America.
What's the weirdest thing? Because I mean, you come all this way. What's the weirdest thing you've seen down here? Where you're like, what the fuck is that, and what is it doing in a service?
I mean, I can't do Vegemite. I don't know how you guys do it.
we're born into it.
We learned how to make what the hell do they call it? Fairy bread today. Our UNF.
Yeah.
Our UNFD friends had us make fairy bread and what else did we do that was Australianish? Like the orange crush concentrate. I guess that's like an Australian thing. I don't know. They were just like
7-1.
Like, prepare Australian snacks and yeah, the fairy bread thing that's pretty weird. Like butter and sprinkles on bread. It's just yeah.
I love trying like the flavored variants of common things that we have, like energy drinks, Gatorade, candies. Even your sodas taste like ever so slightly different.
Worse?
Really?
No. I actually prefer Coca-Cola in Europe, actually. So like everybody's got a little different like a flavor profile to certain things that we have in the US. So at least to me, I don't know.
What the hell they do? That's that. Yeah, so I don't travel much. I don't get out much.
But like I like Sprite from the fountain, like the machine, as opposed to the bottle because of the syrup.
Everything tastes better.
I think so.
Yeah, 100%. Like we should that should just be a thing, you know.
Agreed.
But of course, I mean you were down here with you know the Plot and you boys. You've toured with those before, right? Those guys all over the world.
Yeah, we adore them. I mean, like we can't express enough how much we love them and how cool it was to be here with them. You know, the first time we toured with them was 10 years ago. Actually, it was the first year that we were touring, and it's been a while since we've been able to do this together because in those 10 years, you know, our bands have changed a lot. Their band has changed a lot, especially just in the way, you know, just in our sound. So we don't get a chance to tour together much because our bands are so different now. So yeah, I think that's part of the reason why I've been like really treasuring the time we've had here is just knowing that like this is rare and it may never happen again to be able to be here and do this and to play shows as good as these have been in Australia with people we love. It's pretty good.
Man, JD was just absolutely raving about that show the other night.
Oh, good.
Like, you know, no, he raves about stuff, but then was it Saturday night in Brisbane?
He's Brisbane.
Brisbane.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Brisbane,
yeah.
I've been telling the band this. Brisbane was one of my favorite shows I've ever played. I loved that show. But sorry to cut you off. Go ahead.
Was it the energy? What was it? Was it the crowd? What was so special about that one? And apart from us being awesome.
But part of it was selfish, like because I just like I just had one of those nights like where it was just like everything was working out. Like I was just on stamina, stage presence, guitar playing. I just felt really comfortable and nothing went wrong. But selfishness aside, I mean, that room is so cool. Like the barrel shape, like where it feels like you're in an airplane hangar.
Yeah,
it's
Triffid, yeah.
So vibey. Yeah, the Triffid. Yeah. And the room was so good, but like packed out. It just looks so nice in there. Like it looks like the perfect size, like the perfect amount of people. And the house lighting rig is so sick. Like it, like all the videos I saw from that night, like it just looked so good, like from the crowd. And yeah, everything just like culminated into this just like I loved it. I love that show.
You know, with such a short list of shows to play, I'm glad that none of them we were like bummed about, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They were all so sick. I mean, even like like in Perth, in the third song, I fell off a riser harder than usual, and I broke my guitar cable off into my guitar. So I had no guitar audio, obviously, and I ran backstage and I pulled the jack out. I was trying to pull it out with my teeth, and then I was like, "Oh my god, what am I doing? I'm gonna break my teeth." So I grabbed my string winder, which was in close proximity. I rip out the jack from my guitar. I had a backup cable. I grabbed that, put it on, and I come back out for the end of the song and just act like nothing happened. And even stuff like that, it's just like that's something I'll never forget. Like that was so funny.
Man, that's full on.
He showed me the cable yesterday. And I was like, "This is what it looks like now." Oh my god!
It was fucking annihilated. I felt hard,
just absolutely destroyed.
Are you keeping it as a keepsake?
I did you keep it? I
actually
would have tossed it.
I actually was keeping it for some reason, and then I think I realized that there's no reason to keep it, and then I was like, I'll throw this away. So I threw it away.
The memories in his heart.
Yeah. And
yeah.
Are you all right though? Did you survive the rest of the gig? You after falling down? Did you get yourself?
Yeah, no worse injuries than usual on stage, I would say. Am I the only one that gets injured? Do you get injured, JT, on stage?
I tweaked my back in the middle of a jump on Skyline yesterday, so I was like,
man,
yeah.
Years ago,
I'm constantly in pain.
I have to permanently wear a knee brace, two knee braces on this knee, because 10 years ago I fell off stage and annihilated my knee. I was a little bit sauced, but finished the show with my knee clicking and going, "Oh yeah, that'll be interesting tomorrow." And I woke up and it was like,
oh, that's just forever.
Yeah.
It is a forever thing now. It's like I can't do it. I have to really strap it up before I play a show now. It's just crazy.
Yeah. my knees are actually my number one concern with my stage presence, because I do a lot of venting. But then there's another part of me that's like, I should really consult a professional about this and not speculate on it. But I wonder, it's like, actually, is this am I actually strengthening my knees by doing all this movement? Because it's less burdensome than it used to be, I feel like. But yeah, you got to pay attention to that stuff when you get older. It's weird. It's weird. You feel everything with like if you bend your leg weird on stage or fall off, you feel it in a bigger way than you do in your 20s.
Especially, I mean, with you guys having to travel the world, you can't. One thing goes, you got to keep going. There's no stopping.
Yeah.
What are you saying? I was gonna say, yeah, like in the past, you pack your backpack with certain things. Now you're like that plus like ointment and painkiller.
It's true. It is.
Yeah.
It is definitely true. It is definitely true. But you guys aren't done with us here. You're playing some sideshows this week with Diamond Construct and Gloom in the Corner. That's pretty damn awesome. Most bands they come in and they go, and then we don't see them for a while. So, hey, you're looking forward to doing those shows?
Absolutely.
Man.
We definitely need to give them a taste of a proper headliner set, and I actually like both those bands. So I've been listening to Diamond Construct for a couple of years.
Yeah, no way.
Mm-hmm. I'm a sucker for heavier bands like that.
You guys are pretty heavy though.
True.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah,
it's good stuff. So it's a Wednesday. I think it's Wednesday night. You're playing a Brisbane again.
I think that's a
Thursday,
off
maybe?
day. Yeah, Thursday.
Thursday. See,
yeah.
I got all my days mixed up.
So today's Monday. Tomorrow's Melbourne. Then a flight to Brisbane, off day, and then Thursday's Brisbane's show, and then Friday we'll do our flight to Sydney, and then a show the same night.
Brutal. What are you gonna do on your off day? What are you gonna? You're just gonna sleep, hang out?
I'm a slug. I don't do much going out. I'm I'm kind of a baby when it comes to like getting my sleep and hydration and dieting and whatnot. But we'll see what happens. I don't want to waste away the last good week here.
Come down to the Gold Coast. If you get the chance, come down, see us on the Gold Coast. You been
How
down?
far is that?
Like maybe an hour.
Okay, we'll see what happens. Oh, I do have an off day.
Man, come down, go to Movie World, go on the roller coasters, go see the beach.
I do like roller coasters.
See?
I love a beach.
Why not both? See?
That sounds like a plan to me.
Hey,
Yeah.
and let me know. We'll go.
Okay.
I'll share some beers. Jesse, you did some Ghost Atlas shows with Landon as well.
Yeah. I did 3 of those. That was fun. It's like for him and I, that was just like sort of a why not thing. We were going to be here anyways, and it was a nice excuse to experience Australia for a few days longer. And yeah, so this whole thing, it's kind of like 3 tours in one, and we're pretty familiarized with the airports at this point. I kind of know exactly where I get food and coffee at every airport between Brisbane and Melbourne and Sydney. So yeah, lots of traveling, but those shows were cool. They went well.
JD was raving about that too.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we met him outside of BRIGHTSIDE.
Yeah, man, so good. Good.
I think he was wearing he's wearing the Everblack shirt, or maybe he was wearing his like Thundercats, or
it was one of them,
or He-Man shirt.
Yeah, that's how I met him. We're big nerdy old men.
Love that.
Yeah, met him in a toy aisle of a Kmart.
Of all places.
And he's like, yeah, and now we're like, we're good mates, and he's part of the team.
Man,
I love that.
That's a great origin story. You don't hear many like that these days. Like we met IRL. I actually physically met a person in person.
It doesn't happen. It doesn't happen. No. Hey, I was wearing I think I was wearing a Death Clock shirt or something. He was wearing a He-Man shirt, and we're just like, hey man, how you going? And started hanging out, and here he is, like going and shooting for us and reviewing, and I'm talking to you dudes. It's awesome, man. It's weird.
That's so wholesome. Yeah, that's wholesome as fuck. I love that.
It's great. Yeah.
Sorry, you guys didn't hear me, did you?
No, it is wholesome.
Yeah. Anyway, I should have had like a way better story. Like I met him at a bar and we got into a fist fight, and then we became friends. I'm just going to tell that story.
I think it's kind of a generational thing that got lost with like, the young 20-year-olds these days. Like we remember when I remember we used to knock on our friends' doors and just hang out.
Random.
Oh my God, dude, are you 73 years old?
I am. We're getting the grades.
It's true.
This is a peepaw lecture right here. This is a pawpaw lecture. you damn
back in my day,
smartphones and your Zoom.
Yeah, we used
with
to
your Zoom meetings and your microphones.
We used to ride our bicycles. Penny farthings over to our friend's place. But man.
Oh my God.
What was I? I'm getting way off track here, but
sorry.
What were we talking about? Yeah. Anyway, you guys recently also wrapped a massive
tour. About crunchy bars.
Crunchies?
Yeah, it's
sorry, go ahead.
No. I can't eat chocolate, but fuck, I used to love them crunchies. Violet crumbles. There was a difference.
Wait. Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was messing with you.
Right, yeah, and I threw it back. Yeah, I know. Mate, it's been a long day. But anyway, now I've lost my track. But you guys were I'm recently on tour with Alpha Wolf and Thornhill, and that's the guys from our way, of course. Massive tour. How was that? Hitting the road with those boys over there.
We had so much fun on that tour. We spoke about that just a minute ago, but yeah, like I feel like the flow of the set and the staging of like each band as the night went on was like perfectly mixed. It I described it as a fine curated meal for the crowd.
Yeah, it was sick. Everyone was a little bit different,
Heavy.
but under the same umbrella.
Yeah,
heavy.
Really
The
heavy.
umbrella of heavy music.
Man. So which show went off the most for those guys? Like, you know, obviously when you're doing those tours and you're seeing bands from, you know, far and wide come over and try and press your usual crowd, like how was that for those guys? Did you see a difference?
Yeah, I mean, New York City seemed to be the general consensus between everyone that was just the best show. I mean, New York City was unreal. That was my favorite night. Like watching the band. I watched every band that night. That was my favorite.
Canada shows were good. I mean, kind of the casual heavy hitters of New York was good. Salt Lake City has become a really, really good market for our type of music, so we love that show. Denver, it's a good time.
Yeah, awesome. That's awesome.
Atlanta was really, really sick.
California shows.
Oh yeah, the LA show fucking ruled. That was pretty special. LA show is good.
I mean, we were just grateful to have an overall wonderful tour
with two Aussies, two bunch of Aussies.
They fit right in.
Mm-hmm.
See, yeah, they're pretty rowdy, those dudes.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trouble.
Alpha Wolf, yeah. Thornhill are not rowdy. They're very tame, actually. Yeah. Very chill.
See, Mitch. I used to jam with Mitch back in the day. Drummer.
Mitch is the best.
Yeah.
He's such a great guy.
Man, yeah, my old band and his old band used to like play tons of shows together. Like,
small world.
Nice.
It is a really small world. So when he got the job, I was like, woo, you know, it's good to see your mates get out there kicking ass. So
absolutely.
Yeah, that's cool. But you know, you guys recently released also the Pull from the Ghost single a couple of months ago, and that's a fucking rad track, man. Was that written after the sessions for the self-titled? Or was it, you know, is it something that didn't make the cut? Like, how did that one come about?
Yeah, that one was written and tracked all within like a couple weeks. That was a very on the spot composition, and then we just laid it down like back in January. Yeah, January this year.
So good.
Thanks.
Man, it's incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like what you guys do, and you know, of course, you know that album is just fucking incredible, and the deluxe version with the covers is awesome too. Like that 9 Inch Nails cover of Heresy, man, I've always wanted to do that song. Like I've never heard anyone ever cover that song, and you nailed it.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, well, we love doing the covers, and we like the way, like I always admire covers that I don't know. Like, you know, Deftones does covers of songs that I've never heard until I heard Deftones cover them. But I like when bands just do the songs they like, even if it's a bit obscure. That is preferable to me. Because I want to hear what my favorite band's influences are. I don't want to hear them like do justice to songs that they love, and then I want to get on board with that. Like that's like a cool way of discovery for me. So like I like the idea of applying the same principle to our band, and it's like, yeah, like, you know, we're covering Nine Inch Nails and Muse, Audio Slave. These are obviously like bands that, you know, are massive, but like we didn't cover the most obvious songs per se. Like, you know, like I don't think Heresy was a single. Light My Way from Audio Slave is definitely like a deep cut on that first record, but we kind of just chose them based off of what would translate best into a ERRA song. Like which song from these artists will actually sound like ERRA songs if we cover it, you know. But
so good.
Sorry. Yeah.
The key change. That was one thing, is the key change you guys threw in there that I noticed.
Key change.
I think it was
key change in Heresy?
Way? Yeah. Pretty sure it was it was about midway.
You know what? Probably a matter of terminology. Like
yeah, probably.
So I don't think it actually changes. I don't think it changes key, but we change. So it's something that like we like to do with these covers is like start the song pretty true to the original, and then throughout the course of the song, sort of evolve it more and more into an ERRA song. So like with Heresy, the way that was done is like the first like minute and a half, like all the way from the verse through the first chorus, is like very true to the original. And then when the second chorus hits, we maintain the vocal melody, but we change the instruments. So we change the guitar parts to be more ERRA sounding. So it becomes more melodic.
That's what I was trying to say.
So you actually, yeah. So you're right. I guess you would say like a mode change, but like who cares? Semantics, same shit. But yeah, thanks. That's we kind of employed the same trick with freaking what's it called? The Queens of the Stone Age cover that we did back in 2019. Same thing. Like as the song evolves, it becomes more distant from the original and becomes more of an ERRA song. But we kind of ease people into it over the course of those 5 minutes.
I like that. I like that approach, especially because you hear a million covers of Hurt. The Johnny Cash song.
True.
But when other
great song.
Yeah.
Actually a big fan of the 100th cover of Hurt.
Yeah.
The which one?
Yeah.
100th.
I haven't heard it.
It's got to be like over 10 years old. But,
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, I like it when bands, like yourselves, attack those songs that aren't, well known by everyone, especially these days. And have you been jamming it live? Have you guys been jamming that one live, or will you be?
Nah, I don't think so. Probably not. Especially at the Nine Inch Nails. I mean, like we love that song, but it's the cover is like, especially that one. It's like for us more than anything. So I think that's something that has to be considered heavily when going into playing a live show and having a limited amount of songs that can make it into the set. It's just like,
true.
I don't like I would love to see it. You would love to see it, but I don't know if there's as much of a demand for that as opposed to a song off of an earlier record. We have so many records now. We have to be like really picky and choosy with what goes into the set. Trying to make an hour set out of 5 records is a big order.
Yep.
Do you reckon you'll ever do a thing where you'll just play all of them? Like
every song.
Well, like you'll do an album a night sort of thing. Like
my voice says hell no, but maybe.
Yeah, I think because of the kind of band that we are, like how technical our music is and how demanding it is on I think that would probably just be, it's not even that it's too ambitious. It's just like logistically, I think it would be like pretty rough for us to pull off. Like it's one thing if like my other band Ghost Owl, it's like straightforward verse chorus bridge chorus rock band, pretty simple stuff. But with ERRA, I mean, it's a lot of riffs, man. It's a lot of notes. That's a lot of notes. So just like the logistics of like getting a record that tight and then going to the next record and getting it that tight and then playing them consecutively is just I don't think so.
I mean, I did 2 8-song sets at a festival a couple weeks ago, and after midway through the second set, I was like, never doing this again.
Yeah, and it's certainly it's not a matter of laziness. Like, I mean, you were playing, we were all playing 16 songs on the headliner as well.
Yeah.
Like 16 songs in a day. I mean, that's pretty big tax on your voice. Not you specifically, just on a voice myself as well.
And physically as well, because you want to put in 110% for each of those performances. I don't know how some dudes do it. Like, that's just, you would have just collapsed afterwards. I would have just,
we need a fucking holiday. That's what we need. we need to we need to go home.
Yeah.
We need to rest
You're
up.
on holiday. You're in Australia on holiday. Working
True.
holiday.
No,
In a way,
we're
yeah.
having a blast. We're having a blast, but we are definitely we're definitely singing. Yeah, we're definitely singing and riffing and moving every night. You know, it's like we've been going pretty strong the last couple months. But I say that, but it's like, you know, Alpha Wolf 4 straight months no break or something insane. Those dudes just have been on tour for so long.
Man,
But
I don't know how they do
I don't
it
know how
either.
they do it.
I don't know
They
either.
need to. They better not ever do it again for their own. Like I'm like worried about them. I'm like, guys, go home and get some sleep. Your partners miss you.
Yeah.
I guess the way I sort of thought about it is you work your ass off for years just trying to even get to that point. So when you get a taste of it, you just don't want to stop, I guess.
That's fair.
Yeah. I mean, it's admirable as fuck. I mean, that is like true grind.
Man.
Yeah.
And they go hard. Those boys like go really, really hard.
Yep.
You know.
Yeah, no half-ass shows from them ever. It's never happened. It's always 100%.
Mate, it's insane. But of course, I mean, what do you guys have coming up next? You got these shows this week, which is going to be exciting. But what's happening for ERRA for the near future? More music?
Writing, time off, preparing for the next thing, enjoying the holidays with some family.
Nice. Yeah, we're almost there, right? It's crazy.
Yeah.
How about you, man? How about you, Jesse?
Yeah, same. I mean, I'm still gonna be out traveling a bit for the next couple of weeks, but once I get home, it's gonna be time to write and relax and do family stuff.
Awesome. Well, guys, thanks for hanging out on the show. It's been really cool catching up with you and seeing what you guys are up to this week. We'll have all the links down here. You're probably seeing a greyhound in the background there now. You see his legs, but it's weird interview today. But dudes, we'll have all the links down here for the shows. Enjoy the rest of your year. Enjoy your Christmas with your family, and hopefully we will see you back here very, very soon.
Yes, thank you.
Sounds good. Thanks so much.
Thanks, dudes. Hey, have a good one. All right.
Take care.